What's up, guys? I hope you enjoy this angle. My tripod is in my car and it is raining and cold outside and I don't feel like getting it. What I want to touch base on, I named my meat video Validation. And it's kind of a two-part name there. The main reason I called it Validation was it validated this whole year's effort in training. This was literally 10 months, if not a year in the making. For those of you who are new, I got really sick at the end of last year. I was supposed to compete in a meet with a friend, go head to head. I pulled out, took my ribbings like I deserved, but I was sick as fuck for 2 months. Couldn't train, got back into training. In the first 4 months, I cut about 50 pounds. I felt like shit. I felt weak. So I did what I needed to do to be a healthier version of myself. And that's what I did for the first 4 months. I took a 2-week diet break and gained 6 pounds back over the 2 weeks. After that, I decided to hire a coach to fix my deadlift because it was by far and away my worst lift. So the next 6 months was a slow bulk where I put on 13 pounds in a very controlled manner and busted my ass for 4 months of off season and 8 weeks of peaking. And that 661 deadlift was that validation. The cheeky part, I named it Validation, was kind of tongue-in-cheek. The 500-pound bench at a lower weight class than I did it last time, with a long pause, with feet flat, head on the bench, with a drug test. It's kind of a ha-ha to most of my friends who don't give a fuck about drug tests and technical rules as such. That brings me to my next point. Speaking of validation, I had about 4 people come up to me at the meet and ask me, and something I've been asked before on the YouTubes and the interwebs, when am I going to compete in the USAPL? You put up a decent lift, my bench press in particular, you get drug tested. People say, oh, you should come lift in the USAPL. You're already drug tested. You got decent lifts, blah, blah, blah. And back to the whole validation, I don't need a fed to validate my lifts. I can lift to a standard in any federation, drug tested or not. I can pay for my own drug test should I feel obliged to do so because I can pass one at any time. I can squat to a particular depth regardless of the federation. I can lift to a standard. I put all my lifts out there. The internet sees my lifts. Not a lot of people because I'm not very popular, but that said, I don't need the USAPL to validate me. Now, the people in person, saying as such, I take it as a compliment because that's what they intend. They're saying that I do lift to a certain standard, which I do take as a compliment, and I'm not offended by it. I don't need that validation that comes with the USAPL. I don't need the prestige that comes with it. As far as I'm concerned, if I total 1800 USAPL, RPS, 100% raw, wherever I total it, it's the same weight lifted, and I will lift to a standard that I hold myself to. Now, you can say what you want about a deadlift bar or whatever. Between training with and without a deadlift bar, I don't know that I get a whole lot out of it anyway. Even if I did, fuck me, right? Oh well, I get some weight out of a deadlift bar. But yeah, so that's that. I don't need the USAPL for validation. If there was a USAPL meet close to me and it timed right with my training and peaking, I'm not saying I would never compete in the USAPL, but I'm not going to compete in the USAPL just for, the prestige or honor or internet validation that comes with it. So there you go.